722 Tuskegee, Grand Prairie. I am with Laura Ashford, the tenant that lives here, and we're going to do a real quick video on the condition of the home. So from the outside, we're just going to go through the front. We have a pretty good problem right up here with the foundation being off, and you can see what I'm talking about right here. These bricks have fallen, and this is their main archway to their doorway. And we have a big crack and some bricks have fallen off there. You can see how it follows over that way, and then there's another one happening there. And you can also see it, let's see, on the back side, you can also see it there and there. But other than that, I did ask her about to cut back some trees back here. We've got some trees that are overgrown that need to be addressed, or the roof will be compromised, and that is this big tree right back here. She doesn't have the tools or anything to do this herself, but what we need to do, as you can see, is we have a tree sitting right on top of the roof, which is going to ruin the shingles and then eventually, cause leaks on the inside of the house. And I've also instructed her to get rid of all these weeds and small trees around here because of snake problems. So that, our safety is very important to us. While I'm on this side of the house, I just kind of noticed the foundation on this side. You can see how far the elevation has dropped. On this side of the house, you can see the bottom of the foundation. That may be why we are having a problem. It's pretty prominent down there. Could be that some of the soil has washed away on this side, causing it to shift a little bit. So now we'll go ahead and go on to the inside. She will be mowing soon. Looks like we did have, somebody may have come by here before and filled in this line. But I don't see any other cracks on this side of the house. But the outside actually looks pretty beautiful. Nice house. She's got a couple trees that just kind of popped up from nowhere, but yeah, it looks pretty nice here. Front door is going to have to be repainted. We need new weather stripping here. As you can see, it's all ratted. Now entering the house. Let's just start with let me start with the elephant in the room. Due to the foundation, I want you to look at this. We have a big giant seam in the living room that goes all the way from there. So basically it goes, and then it ends right here, and it's going to continue. So just to give you a big shot of where we're talking about, it starts there, comes up this way, and this is in her living room. This was the only thing I noted in the living room. Obviously there's paint issues, but they've been living here for a long time. So now we are going to
8 years, almost 9 years.
Yeah, almost 9 years. So here in the living room, we have what she said was a previous leak. And that's just going to have to be rebuilt. New tape, bed, texture, and then paint. Which, as we're going to get into the kitchen, we're just going to have to repaint the entire ceiling in here after we do that kind of work. All right, inside here is just a storage room. Nothing really noted. This could have been another bedroom, but there's not a closet. A couple cracks here on the, and that could, again, that's probably that is a foundation crack, because it goes all the way from there, and you can see it goes all the way from there, and it goes there, and it ends somewhere under here. So we definitely need to get that addressed. She doesn't have any pantries or anything for storage in this house. It's just the way the house was built, so she has a makeshift pantry there. The stove wasn't working, so she replaced the stove with her own. I have the old stove in here that I'll dispose of. This is the laundry room. We'll do the backyard last. Excuse me, I have
And
allergies.
The stove still works. It just doesn't. I just prefer not to deal with it.
Okay.
It still works.
So let's go into bedroom number 1. And this is a boy's bedroom.
No,
Yeah, girls' bed.
Yeah,
Is this a girl's bedroom? Okay.
Yeah.
And then the problem we have is this right here. She was locked out of the bedroom because this had and it still does have a key lock.
All the doors had key locks when we originally
Yeah.
moved in. They all had key locks, and every time you'd walk out,
Yeah.
when they were 3 and 4 at the time, they kept
Okay.
locking the doors.
Right.
And we couldn't get back in.
Yeah, so that's why. But anyway, she got locked out, and the daughter freaked out and had to get out, and that's what we see. But that's nothing but trim work. It's very trim work, and then we'll replace this piece right here. You know, once we move out. Oh, my Zoom is all the way in, and I can't figure out why. Okay, now the kitchen. We've got again. We're going to talk about problems. We've got what appears to be a water stain leak of some sort, and I can tell you by the way that the paint has peeled back that was probably from water. So again, we have the exact same problem, and then for some reason we have some dimples right there, there, and there. So again, from what I'm seeing so far is this entire living room and ceiling and everything is one. We'll just have to patch paint and do all that at some point.
And you got this one.
Oh, and here's another crack from foundation right here. This is to give you a reference. This is the wall to the kitchen. And you can see it right there. And it goes straight across. Okay, thank you. So there's some marks on the door. Actually, there's she's been in here for a while. Turn that light back off just for a second. Okay. And you can see that there's just normal wear and tear. There is some areas that have gone down in the sheetrock.
From his walker and wheelchair.
And that's from the son's walker and wheelchair. He has cerebral palsy. But that could be painted over. It's not a big deal.
Handprints.
Yeah. That's normal. I get it. Well, you guys have been here forever. I mean, you're not, the paint's not, your deal. Okay, inside here, the bathtub, what was noted is that we are missing the cover here. And I think that was all I noted in here. And then we put a new faucet on here at some point. Did we do that, or did the previous property manager do that? You remember?
It was a faucet put on the master bedroom.
Okay.
That's what it was.
Well, anyway, there's not a stem to regulate this at all. So she just wants this removed, and that way she can just put a strainer or something in there. But other than that, the bathroom is unremarkable. There's nothing here that's. I didn't see this, but right here it looks like probably a towel rack or something, or just came unloose.
Yeah, my boy catching himself.
Sure. Yeah, and so as she just said, her boy, because of his condition, grabs things and does things. So that's pretty understandable. And this is a young man's room that we were just talking about. Good boy's room.
Yeah.
Carpet's dirty, but that is to be expected after she's been here that long.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and behind the door, we're going to have a mark from the back of the doorknob there. Okay. Your filter needs to be changed. Okay, your filter, I can't tell if that's changed.
I just put it in there,
okay.
but I had gotten the wrong one, and I just put it in there like 3 or 4 days ago.
It needs to sit down. Yeah. Did you get the right size? It should.
It's bigger than that.
Okay.
Because I think it's supposed to have a 16 by 20. And I think that's like a 20 by 20.
Okay. Yeah, it's bigger. Yeah. So just, well, you could just get some scissors and do it right now. Just get some scissors, cut that to fit.
Yeah.
And that would be better than this.
But I think it would blow up in there because it covers the whole hole. It's like really
stuck
in there. Let me show you.
Well, it shouldn't.
It's stuck up in there.
All right. Well, let me finish this video and then we'll go back to that real quick because it's too long. I can't upload it.
Oh, okay.
Now we're going to go to the girls' room, another girls' room. And nothing was really noted on here other than just a different color. Just some marks and stuff on the wall there.
Yeah, because see, this thing covers the whole thing. I mean, it covers the whole thing.
Yeah, that's way too big. But you can still cut it with scissors right there at that crease and make it, just measure it. And
Yeah, but I think it'll
you won't.
suck it up
No,
in there.
no, it won't
The
suck.
board won't hold it.
No, it won't suck it up there. It shouldn't if it's because it's supposed to be laid in there loose.
Yeah.
It won't like fly away in there. It's not made to do that. Look, you have another one right behind it.
Yeah.
See, it's not gonna because you have that right there is your basically the intake that carries out your exhaust. So yeah, you just cut that, measure it off and cut it, but then get the next size and then remember to change those every single month.
Yeah, I changed them.
Okay.
Every month.
And you don't have to get the high dollar ones.
I bought the
Yeah, you don't have to get those high dollar ones. Like cheap ones work okay too.
Because I got those. And
It's cheap ones monthly, the better ones every 60 days, but I generally like to tell everybody because people forget.
yeah. But
So
I change them. I usually change them every 3 weeks. That's how often I usually change them.
wow, is that because your son's commission?
everybody's got allergies
Oh,
in his
okay.
house.
Yeah, I got it.
Everybody has allergies and
That's an ozone machine. Huh.
yeah, I was in there.
Okay, so now we're going to go into the master. We're missing a light cover there.
Airflow. We're just
Okay, arrow up. Arrow always goes up.
Yeah, I was just looking for it.
Yeah.
I couldn't find the arrow on it.
Right here on the side of her door, we have where they put the corner piece on here, and then they went around it. That started to show. Well, that was easy, wasn't it?
Yeah. I mean, I set that one in there, but at least until I went and got another one. So.
Okay, in the bathroom, what I noticed is that the hot water in here is not getting hot. It's barely getting warm. So I'm not sure. It could be a diverter valve. It could be, it could just need a new handle. It could be many different things. But she cannot use this restroom for that to take a shower. She's got to go to the other ones. Light switch missing. Of course, a closet. Bathroom looks good. No complaints of anything in mechanically or water-wise or anything in here. So let's go to the backyard and we'll finish this up. So mainly, what I'm noting is going to be the foundation problem that we must have, and the painting and fixing of the ceiling throughout the whole front of the house. I did not notice anything in the bedrooms. Now we're going to go in the backyard and we do have a gate that will not shut. She has to put a chair on the other side to hold it. It's completely off whack. So we need to look at that. But we've got really good poles here in the fence. So we might just rebuild this. And then in the backyard, I did tell her about keeping the weeds away from the outside unit. And then I've asked her to go to the neighbor and chop down. I'm sorry, I know I'm getting a bad video here and I don't know why, but this tree is encroaching her area all the way to your roof. You see this right here, man? All the way, it's touching your roof here. Your neighbor is gonna have to do something about that, or we'll, and if you're uncomfortable with doing that, we'll send them a letter or whatever. But they need to come by here and fix that. That's encroaching on our property. And it's a fire hazard, as I mentioned. If you've got to run out of here and you hit your head on something like this, right. You've got to have open access. In the backyard, really the only thing that I noted here was a screen that needs to be replaced right there. We do have some wood rot right here. You can see all that wood rot from here. Actually, almost all of these on this back window is, and we're on the east side, right? Let's see, that's north. So that would be getting all the evening sun, I guess. So basically that'll need to be looked at some point. It looks like all they did was use 2x4s. That's funny. That must have been replaced before. And are you using all this, or is it just not working?
No, it all works.
Oh, okay. Right. And then again, we talked about the snakes and all that issue.
Yeah.
Clean all this, get all this out of here. Maybe just go buy some weed or some, grass killer and just clean it so you don't have to mess with it. It'll leave it brown, but it'll. And then this is a tree that needs to be cut down, which is what I'm recommending we do, is cut it down or cut it to the top of the fence. And I know you can't see this. I don't know why my phone's messed up, but anyway, that will conclude the video inspection for Miss Ashford at 722 Tuskegee. Today is May the 1st, 2019. Check it out.